get us. He's in Iran with Saddam's WMDs. He's in a warehouse sitting on the nukes. I appreciate your call, buddy. Good to hear from you. All right, going to Bill Wagner, Confessions of a Spam King. And, you know, I could go over his bio here, but that would take up all the time we have today. Bill, what's the best way to describe yourself?
A crusader for truth for this country. The Constitution, God, family, country. That's the best way to describe myself. Defending what is true and against the people that try to destroy our daily lives every single day on the internet and try to track and hunt us down and read our emails and, you know, spy on us and do everything they can to try to destroy our internet experience and control it.
Yeah, one of my favorite conspiracy theories is that I'm a federal agent and that I'm sitting there selling everybody's name to the government. Folks, the government built the internet. They've already got your name. They're already tracking you.
That's
Do you
right.
understand that?
Alex, can I correct something? It's very important.
Yeah.
BillWagner.com is not me. That is one of these psycho crazies out there.
Well, I apologize. That's what I was given in the bio.
Okay.
Give us your website.
888freedom.com. I own 888freedom.com because these people are insane that are putting Bill Wagner up. So 888freedom.
Well, I apologize, buddy. 888-FREEDOM.
That's fine. No problem. Yeah, I tell you, the government does own the internet. That's the thing that everybody forgets about. That, it was started by the military. It's owned by the military. But the thing that gets me, Alex, is what I don't understand and what I'm crusading against is the fact that there's foreign entities out there. For example, there's one in particular company called Spamhaus, HAUS.org. They're out of the United Kingdom. Okay, and they're the ones that say what goes on in the United States. They're the ones that tell America Online. They're the ones that tell every internet service provider that's out there what they can say and what they can't say. It's unbelievable. I've been dealing with this company for 16 years. They do nothing but blackmail and extort people, and they don't. And if they don't like you, if they don't like me, they'll put us into what they call a blacklist, where people can't even come to our site or even reach us. These people...
Well, that's right. They have these databases that taxpayer money pays for government buildings, quote, free government Wi-Fi that taxpayers pay for. And Paul Watson's confirmed, one of my British webmasters, that on the big train systems and the train stations in England and Europe, most places it says you're not allowed to go to Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com because we're in the hate database.
Yes, I'm in the hate database as well, Alex.
You're hateful.
I've been 16 years in the hate database. They don't like what I have to say, and the reason why is because I won't bow down to these tyrants. I will not sit back and let the King of England, Steve Linford, that's his name, from spamhouse.org, that I will not bow down to these guys. I will not just pay him off $150 grand and say, oh, leave me alone. No, that's not the way America works, in my opinion, and I will not bow down to these people. No, I won't. And so you have Spamhaus at the top. They're the very top of the food chain, all right? Then you have guys like Google. Now, Google, okay, when I spoke in front of the federal government in 2003, I sat right next to the owner of Google, the guy that runs all the software right there, and I caught him up in his slip. And it's right on C-SPAN, and I just laugh every time I look at this thing. And he told me, because I asked him, I said, so you're telling me, because I told him some things, and I said, so you're telling me you make no money whatsoever. No money whatsoever. This is the guy of Google. I caught him on tape, and he says, that's right, sir, we make absolutely no money. And I just laughed, and I said, we'll see it to believe it. How much is Google worth? $8 billion? Now we got under them. We have Facebook.
No, Google's worth a lot more than $8 billion.
Is it more now?
Oh, it's just huge. It's astronomical.
Huge. I mean, goodness, Google Earth. Come on, you can find it. It's Google. Listen.
Well, that was NQTel, known admitted CIA proprietary development company that funded that.
I would not doubt that one bit. I know that Google, every email, every search that you do on Google is tracked and fed to a database, and that database tracks your habits, what you like, what you don't like, your emails that are, it doesn't, so many people that use Gmail and America Online, all these things, they read what you say before you even get the email. Before you even get the email. It's more like a racketeering situation where you have a mob, and at the top it's Spam House in the UK. Google listens to them. Then you have Facebook, Twitter, and these other guys that operate under them. And it's basically, hey, you have to get permission to do anything at all. For example, with me, I went to Washington, D.C. for one reason alone, to protect the First Amendment of the United States, to say, hey, listen, not everybody out there is a big, bad, pornographic email marketer or email spammer or what you want to call it. And they labeled me everything you can possibly imagine. It's like I do to you, Alex. And so I did this, and luckily there was a law passed out of it, and I protected the First Amendment then. But now, for some reason, all these companies say, the hell with the law. The hell with it. Forget it. Now, that don't mean anything. So these companies don't obey the law, do not abide by the Constitution, and they just roll right over us.
And we're mainly looking now at how they're trying to claim, what can and can't be email. They're trying to expand that to calling blogs spam. Now your views on your own website are spam. They're trying to manipulate reality. But what you've really written about is the fact that Facebook, Google, and others have all these government connections. And now it's come out the Facebook founder is bragging, going, look at these stupid idiots. They believe that they get privacy with us. They believe they can trust us. What a bunch of morons. And Google's been caught all over the world, not just in England, with these vans running around capturing people's digital wireless communications. They're not just taking photos.
Right. They store all the information that is going on. If you have a cell phone, with a browser in it or any of that, okay, they capture that information, put it into a database. They have everything about you, period. That's it. Google has been known. They've been banned in numerous countries. Countries are starting to wake up and say, you know what, we heard this story, what was it, about a month ago about China banning Google. Well, I don't blame China for banning Google because Google wants to take their secrets and everybody else's secrets in their personal lives. And I like my privacy. And I know how to keep my privacy, and I'm going to keep my privacy. And when I do, when I write my book, is I talk about how people, for example, I tell people who's behind what companies do these things, how they do it, how what ways to protect themselves from the big bad brother on the internet.
All right, let's talk about Facebook and Google and your research into them. But now, here's mainstream news about headline. Facebook, Google invented by the CIA. That's one headline. It just goes on and on. We're going to break it down.
This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Gun sales are on a staggering pace. Gun prices are going through the roof, and that means desperate, vicious criminals now want your guns and will do anything to get them. Now, a new book reveals powerful secrets for hiding your guns from thieves and looters. You'll learn step-by-step, battle-hardened techniques, where to hide your guns so criminals will never find them, how to create the perfect hiding place, as well as the places you should never hide your guns, under any circumstance. These and other closely guarded gun caching secrets are guaranteed to keep your weapons safe and out of sight when the going gets tough. But listen up. For security reasons, the Hide Your Guns book and even the website may disappear without warning at any time. Go to hideyourguns.com. That's hideyourguns.com. Or call 877-327-0365 before they come for your guns. Hideyourguns.com right now. Right now.
Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. gold. For the realist, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30% while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.